Hello everybody, welcome back to an episode of Blue Archive. In the last part, we start a new story with Red Renter. The publishing department is helping distribute some fascinating, intense book, which I'm positive it's one of those H mangas, because considering everybody's damn reaction to the stupid thing. We need to continue the story, so let's see what happens next. Princess of the Frozen Kingdom. Now, single file line, please. There's plenty to go around. Don't everyone keep it down. The faster you get in line, the faster you'll get your book. And remember, keep this from the force. Chinese students helping us sell. This must be the power of culture. It truly is. Before us, we even see the manifestation of culture itself, the elements of humanity that inspire people to rally behind a cause. The central library here at Trinity claims to be the largest in all of Coldest. I'd love to see it, or the rumored old library said to be hidden deep within. We'll find the time to go while we're here. I guess a critique like you would be interested in Trinity's literary collection. Aren't you? Not at all. Unless they're going to give it to me and flip for a quick buck. Why would I waste my time and energy on something with no potential? You say that, yet I see you slaving away over edits and revisions on a daily basis. It's not editing and revision, it's carving gems out of raw stones. A rediscovery of product value. And as an extension, I expect you to do your part as well. Is that really necessary? I'd never force you to do something you didn't want to do. But, I mean, the rumors have already started to spread, haven't they? Princess? Nyeh. Oh boy. Princess Takane, we'd love to hear your opinions on books 3 and 4. Me? Well, if you should wish to hear my humble opinion. Of course we do. A work like this could never make it out of Trinity. The wild but exhilarating reality creates a style that is uniquely Red Winners. Exactly. The deep resolve did not let go of beauty itself against all odds. It really touched everyone. And who would be more suitable to give a better perspective from their parts than Princess Takane herself? If you say it that way, I'm quite flattered. Thank you, truly. Wow, you're so eloquent. I was expecting the Princess of Red Winter. No, the Princess of the Frozen Kingdom. That's just how royalty conduct themselves. Oh boy. What are we gonna do, President? I'm just really a student at Red Winter. Why am I suddenly playing the part of the youngest daughter of a fallen house once considered nobility in Red Winter? You're wasting your breath on such a simple question, Takane. The marketing! From what I hear, she's the youngest of 4 from an influential family in Red Winter. No one knows what caused the downfall of her house. They were purged from Red Winter, apparently. What a terrifying word. Yes, what can I say? I mean, truly, what can I say or possibly say right now? But with the help of her royal retainer, Princess Takane found a way to change her identity and remain in Red Winter. How incredible! I mean, someone who has experienced the kind of real life I've only read about to actually talk to her. It's truly an honor. That's because the story is based on a book. What happened to your 3 sisters is truly unfortunate. You still have the journal, where you wrote OAMT, the first letters of each of your names. You enjoy photography on the side. We'd love to see your work. Everything is a mess, but that's the one true thing they've said. I have to confess, this is the first time I've had the opportunity to hear the words of a critique, and I think I can experience it firsthand from a princess. I never thought this day would come. You plan on releasing a collection of critical essays under your name? Oh, another business venture? Absolutely not! I heard from a friend. Is this alright? Welcome. It's not alright. It's exactly where it should be. And as with all things, you should start at the beginning. Try out book 1. Then, thank you. Oh. Shameless! What should we do, President? Will it be alright? It's fine. She's gonna come back. My intuition is the president of the publishing department. Is that so? There she is. Oh my. It's not like I want to know or I'm curious about what happens next. I'm just a bit of a completionist. It's practically my duty to finish it at this point. Yes, of course. I'm in complete agreement, miss. I'm glad you understand. Therefore, there's a second one. Of course, all stories must continue, just like how the show must go on. We must thank you for following your sense of duty back here. Thank you for seeing it that way. It's not a thing. If this book had remained Red Winter, it would have been lost, forgotten by the masses. They'd never have a day under the bright lights of the market. It's one thing to participate and lose, there's another to never even get to set foot in the ring. That sounds logical, I believe. Exactly, that's why I'm going to give you a chance to buy 2 books instead of 3. What do you think? Aren't you meant to buy these kinds of things in 3s, though? That's what I heard. That's true, but the thirds already spread. Thirds are spreading the word. Doesn't that sound a bit embarrassing? Is it really okay? Oh boy. And so the act of excluding some parts of life to make others more acceptable is a contradiction in itself. One can even say that the way we speak of difficult topics is an indication of our true nature. For example, love. People naturally draw back from speaking of it, yet it's essential for each and every one of us. Without love, all of you here wouldn't be standing before me today. It's the same thing about our bodies, though people say that a proper way we should not explicitly talk about what's beneath our clothing. And yet, we are beings who live with those forbidden bodies. Therefore, this book, by attempting a frank and proactive dialogue about things that are contradictory yet alluring for us, can be considered a culmination of resolve, and it may even be thought of as a pure, leading us to the horizon of even broader understanding. It's a damn fucking H manga. God damn. I knew it! It's so cool, princess! I suspected nobility. So it's okay to be honest with ourselves? I may have developed a stomach ulcer from this. Business is booming, and yet there's more we could do with it. We could be doing. Something more definitive. Do you have any books with this stuff? I may need a few more details. Well, unfortunately we don't have a book that fits the description exactly. I see. Hold on. Yet, I can make this happen for you. Really? I'll need your help though. Do you know how to write a project proposal? Oh, what? No, I've never written one before. It's alright, even better. Just give me 2 lines, what you're looking for, the types of characters, just let your imagination run wild. Understood. Uh-oh. What is it, Yakumo? Still started slowing down. Actually, well, the payment we received did help us get out of from the bottom of the pit, at least, so thank you. Hey, such heartfelt gratitude from none other than Meru herself. Worry not, business is booming. In fact, it's doing so well that I'm sending you over a proposal. The faster you get back to me, the better. Huh? Why should I? I refuse to be pulled into any one of your obscure money-making schemes. Hear me out. I'm receiving requests live on site. If you can respond and demand, we can set whatever prices we want. You want me to do a commission? No, absolutely not. Those are an artist's worst nightmare. They nitpick every little detail and then find at the end that's not what they wanted. No, I've handled that already. The proposal I'm sending over only has 2 lines. You can't cover every little detail in 2 lines. Which means they may be providing the canvas, but you can paint it however you want. The person who commissioned it is just going to complain about the result. Oh no, they'll be happy with whatever you give them, because Princess Takane will critique it positively. I'm involved as well? Think about it, Meru. This is an original, in a sense. Isn't creating an original work like this your dream? Well, yes. I get it. It's not 100% yours, so it's not your work. But the request is just the setting. You can fill the details with whatever Meru-like thoughts you have up there. It's basically an original piece, right? After all, a drop of water can turn into a great ocean one day. Wow, the first step in your journey to achieving your true dream. Give me the proposal. Excellent, excellent. Now remember, speed is the name of the game. Just who do you take me for? I'm gonna get working immediately, so hang up already. That, another mission is accomplished. I never wished to have to look you in the eye as an enemy, President. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh boy. Good work, Sensei. You're the one working hard, Shimiko. Oh, I appreciate that. We have nothing to show for it. We weren't able to find a single lead to follow. I wonder why it's so much harder than usual. Do you have any thoughts on why, Sensei? I see. Training students may actually be protected to sell this unauthorized book. You and I were thinking the same thing, Sensei. Without any willing witnesses, it's difficult for the Justice Task Force to make any headway. Which is exactly why we've come to this cafe. Did you find someone willing to talk? Perhaps. You know her as well. Ah, here she is. Is it Koharu? Hey, my girl. Hello, Koharu. Sensei? What is Sensei doing here? Oh, it's Koharu. Wait, if Sensei's here... I knew it. I knew it! You can't trick me! This fiasco is all you're doing! Death! No, it's really not my fault this time. I'm innocent. This time? Then what were you doing? Then were you doing perverted things at other times? Death penalty! Anyway, so Koharu's the one. Yes, Koharu provided me with the sample, and so now we have some kind of a clue. Why are you assisting the library committee, not just the task force? Well, that's because I didn't want to be the one that makes them sad. That's all, okay? Everyone's trying really hard to hide and protect it. All because they like this book. I'm not saying the Justice Task Force is bad. They're just doing their job. This is a totally different matter. It just feels a little sad to take away something that the students love so much from them. You also like this book, Koharu. Me? Why are you even asking? Pervert sensei? Dummy sensei? Death penalty! I'm not interested in something like this at all. In that case, Koharu, if the library committee were to collect the entire series, you would have no interest in coming to read it. As a future lead of the Justice Task Force, shouldn't you be aware of its contents? You're right. I guess if it's something like that, I'll have to make an exception and check. Excellent. Thank you for cherishing literature so deeply. Well, it's not really... Anyway, what is it about books that make the library committee love them so much? Isn't it natural? Books are kind of a time machine. Time machine? How so? Well, in a metaphorical sense, of course. Metaphorically? Ah, shit, skipped it! Videos on the internet, movies, games, music, so many that you can't list all of them. These mediums elicit the same kinds of emotions and feelings that books do. But with books, they'll got a little more breathing room. Am I the one who doesn't get it? Think about it this way. Movies, games, and videos for mediums like those, it's hard to formulate your own thoughts while watching them. These mediums use their sight, hearing, and sometimes even touch to deliver their message. That makes them very immersive, which brings us deeper into their words. But it's a sensory overload. There's no breathing room for your own thoughts. Books, in their hand, in a way that's the most restrictive of the mediums, you only have the words on the page to communicate with. That is undeniably true. But it's that very restrictiveness that allows our own thoughts to blossom alongside the books as we read. It's selfless in a way. That, in some ways, feels to me like a conversation with the past. Because all authors are people who are speaking to the present from the past. And in that sense, I called it a time machine. I don't think about how books are published after they're written. Yes, when I'm reading it really does feel like a conversation with the author's past self. With that breathing room, we can better process the words written on the page in a more personal way. And there are people like me who cherish books and that also want to respond to the author's message. You experience it, it's magical. It's nice to hear why you love books so much. Yes, and perhaps for that reason, even considering the case of the unauthorized book currently in Trinity, I can't help but think of it positively, however subconscious the thought may be. I failed at my job. I don't think feeling that way means that you failed. Koharu? Well, since the Justice Task Force is strict enough to make up for both of you, I think if one person in the investigation is advocating for the book. Yes, like good cop, bad cop. Yeah, like that. I knew you'd get it, Sensei. Thank you, Sensei, Koharu. However, that brings us back to our original issue. How do we resolve this situation? Koharu, have you tracked down any more clues since then? No. Ah, yes. I don't mean to pressure you. It's just that... we can't go to the students. What is it, Sensei? Do you have an idea? Koharu, can I ask you something? Me? I don't mind. As long as it's not perverted, I won't do anything like that. Just based off the current context of the situation, I don't believe that's the direction we're headed. Anyway... Huh? If the Justice Task Force picks up the pace at any point, try to stay by their side? But I'm not currently affiliated with the Justice Task Force. Would that be okay? I wouldn't worry about that, Koharu. They'll be happy to see you. Alright, if you say so. Hello, Mishiro. How's this investigation going? I must sincerely apologize. We made little progress. It's okay. I'm already aware of the obstacles you've encountered. Please, don't wear yourself too thin. If the situation does escalate, it'll be the Tea Party's responsibility to finally step in. Surely I apologize again, Nagisa. I wasn't aware just how distressed you were. I'll do everything in my power to bring these perpetrators to justice. Please excuse me. Mishiro? Mishiro? I was only trying to cheer her up a little. Well, you failed. Failed at that. An empty place. Is anyone here? Yes! Good. As you all know, our job is to track down and investigate the contraband of books that have been spreading across Trinity. However, it's several days in our investigation, and we've made almost no progress. Yes. Just yesterday, Nagisa expressed serious concern over this mission's status. Nagisa herself? That's right. I'll bow my head and apologize a million times for my own incompetence. But if the problems lie with the Justice Task Force resolved to achieve justice, then this is the threat to the safety and integrity of Trinity itself. Therefore, we must prove our worthiness. Understood. But what do we do? I have a plan. It's a straightforward one that anyone could think of, but sometimes I believe the simplest option is the best one. The only thing that matters is that we bring down the hammer of justice. Therefore, we're going to dedicate our every last resource to the Justice Task Force has to monitoring every single corner of the Trinity campus. No, the district. Starting when? Starting now. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but please continue to uphold justice. I promise that I'll work the hardest of us all. Wait for us, Mishiro! Oh boy. He's trying hard. We didn't sell a single book today. More like we couldn't. Just a task force, was it? The students in black uniforms. Why are they everywhere today? My danger senses, which I attribute to my survival in Red Winter too, are sounding off right now. Could they have discovered us? Princess and her maid, there you are. Yes, hello, have you been well? Maid? I guess I'll take it. Yes, thank you. Please forgive my rudeness, but we have no time to chit-chat. The situation is dire. It's fine, what's going on? Cutting right to the chase, around half the task force is out looking for you. So the reason there's an increase in those black shirts today is... Yes, it's all in the same vein. Perhaps for that reason, it seems to be a sense of terror spreading across Trinity. A sense of terror? Due to our actions? I don't know how we could ever apologize. No, that's not what I meant. Maybe terror wasn't the right word. It's not your fault, Princess. It's just all the students are being forced to hide any book that isn't a textbook right now. I'm sorry, Princess. I don't think we can actively help you anymore. No, your assistance up until now hasn't garnered my eternal gratitude. Poor Princess. Her hardship never ends, even after coming all the way to Trinity. Hey, I'm here too, you know. I'll need to find some place to hide. Some of the Justice Task Force members won't link the look. You don't have to see any suggestions, do you? My apologies. Their eyes are everywhere, so even we don't know. Perhaps as outsiders, you'll be able to identify cracks in their armor that we can't. Please take care of yourself, Princess. I hope that one day we can treat you to a better time here at Trinity. You mustn't think of that way. I'm already grateful to the wonderful memories I made with you all. Think nothing of it. Where did it all go wrong? I would take a gander and say from the very beginning. That's what we're doing. We're here wrong, President. For once, I don't have any answers for you. What I do know, though, is it's always important to see things through until the end. Depending on the time and place, perhaps that's not always too important. Anyway, let's see. Some of the task force members won't go. We need to get somewhere a little less conspicuous. If only Sensei were here. I don't think... President, over there. Appears to be less populated than other areas. You're right. There are fewer Justice Task Force members, at least. It actually appears to be rather deserted in general. Now this is much better. Oh, the old library. Is this a library? Looks like it. Ah, it's Yui. Hiding behind the bookshelf. Although it's not quite how I envision a modern library. The books are old but well maintained. Very much so. That would indicate that there's a manager of some sort. Oh, there's Yui. Huh? Takane? Something wrong? Duh! Quiet in the library. Outsiders again. Not attorney students, though. They brought a lot of books with them. So, I don't know the details, and I don't particularly want to know. But you're involved in publishing and distribution? Yes, that's right, Miss Kozeki Yui. I apologize for the ruckus. Well, you seem to one of us, and you understand your faults. And you have so many kids with you. Kids? Sorry, books. You have a lot of books. Come to think of it, you're the president of the library committee who takes care of this old library, Yui. I heard the Central Library of Trinity is the largest library in Kavotos, and it contains every book that exists in the world. I'm honored to witness such a place in the flesh. Right, you wanted to come here, right, Takane? Oh, rumors are slightly exaggerated, but we do try to protect as many children as we can. Aha, makes sense. There are some crazy rumors flying around, you know? That there's one that you once burned down an entire building to punish students who were with overdue books. That one's true. Huh? All things considered, I was merciful. Those outsiders had no respect for the sanctity of literature. Besides, anyways, your children, I like them. They were well made, I like them. But this is just manga, isn't it? Didn't I just use my eyes to read it? Why wouldn't it be a book? And according to the reactions of the Chinese students, there seem to be some problems with how risque it is. Is that so? Well, I suppose the outsiders look at it, some parts could be seen that way. It's because none of them actually read. Otherwise, it wouldn't be such a culture shock for them. Anyway, from what we were saying earlier, the Justice Task Force is actively pursuing you two. Yes, unfortunately. Justice Task Force would never put this much manpower into a trivial thing like this of their own accord. It must be the Tea Party. Huh? I didn't even mention them. It's obvious. Those stuffy executives, they never understood the true value of literature. Fine, you can stay here. I'll accommodate, to an extent. You wouldn't find our presence distracting? Only because you're one of us. Don't look into it too much. And don't overstay your welcome. Wow, thank you, Yui. Then we'll just catch our breath and regroup here for a moment. And one more thing. Uh-huh. You're too close. Get back. 3 meters at least. But we're not? I'll evict you. Got it. 3 meters. We can follow the rules. It's not a strict library rule, more of a personal one. Uh-huh. What'd you say, Yui? 3 meters. Yes. Is this really fine, President? Well, we can't stay here forever. But we have very little going for us in terms of options right at the moment. What should we do? Since Yui will tolerate us for a little longer, we'll wait here until things quiet down outside. Meanwhile, we'll formulate a plan to escape and return to Red Winter. You're giving me that look again. I know the situation isn't ideal. Then lies, sometimes you just have to follow the yellow brick road, Takane. I'll rest for a moment inside. Please alert me if anything changes. I know what the president said, however. Boo. Here I had hoped to contact them for something more spectacular and praiseworthy. Oh boy. Huh? This number. Hello, Sensei. How have you been? The reason for reaching out suddenly is... Or should I even start? It's alright, the beginning is usually a good place. Alright, to begin, we're currently at Trinity General School. Huh? I'm here too. Huh? You too? Ah, Sensei, hello. I got the gist of things. Sorry, Yui. No, you, I don't mind too much. But now that you mention it, 1, 2, 4? 4 may be too much for the old library. Don't disturb the children. We'll make sure to keep it down. Alright, then it's this way. Follow me. Welcome, Sensei. You were here already. Now this is a surprise, guest appearance. And here at Trinity of all places. This seems like a serious situation, so let's get to the point. Why did you do something like this, Kumo? No pleasantries today? Alright. To get straight to the point, I did it to make money. This is hardly a situation for Pride President. That's all. There's really nothing else. Huh? You disagree? It was actually a terrible business. This was actually a terrible business decision. Coming to another school district, selling books illegally, the risk doesn't match the reward. Yakumo, I know, would have calculated that down to the last cent. No. You know me. I'm a go with the flow type of gal. Don't give me that look. All right. I get it. So you want me to just get right into it? This is how adults converse. Then, Sensei, where do you think culture needs to grow? People's love and interest? I see. Love and interest. You're not necessarily wrong, but the idea itself is wrong. Culture is a living thing that feeds on money to grow. It's not that different from living organisms like us. You think that's a bit extreme? No. It's sad, but it's the reality. To enjoy culture is to spend your time, money. And for that price, people expect value, enjoyment, fun, laughter, that kind of thing. At the very least, they want to walk away with a lesson or positive sentiment. Sensei, have you ever thought how many things are written each day? There's an idealistic belief out there that as long as you can make something good, people will see it. But even as we speak, thousands of new books, articles, and social media posts are being written. I said each day, but that's too broad of a measurement. An inconceivable amount of culture content pours out in the world by the hour, minute, second. And most of it is shunted to the side, forgotten, and discarded. It's unfair. It's sad. This boxing match we call the market. If they can at least have a moment to stand proudly in the ring before they lose, that would be understandable. They'll learn from the failure. One day they'll build enough courage to try again. Or maybe they won't. Some of them will stumble in the first round and never get back up. But the reality is that most of them won't even get to step into the ring. They're sidelined and forced to cheer for their lucky champion who happened to win. Do you remember when you were a child? Children always want to be something they're not. They want to do this, make that, prove themselves, and be acknowledged. That's just the human experience, the need of validation. A dream's of expiration dates. A stagnated dream is a spoiled one. Having no dream is a tragedy, but even worse is hanging on to a rotten, spoiled one. There's that saying. Why implant the desire, and then deny me the talent? I know I sound like an uptight adult if I say this, but aren't you too young to be thinking like that? Tell me about it. I think that regardless of age, there are children all over the world who feel that way, though. Anyway, my point is this. Everyone desires a chance to stand in the ring at least once. Whether it makes your dreams come true or shatters them, at least you had your chance. And the one with the key to the ring is marketing. Being labeled a failure without even a chance to prove yourself. I find it cruel. However, there isn't actually a key that marketing holds. It's money. Money is the key that leads people into the fight. Because culture grows in soil called money, and someone needs to cultivate that soil. Anyway, so that's how we got here. But if money is so important, then why are you working so hard working in printed media and publishing? What? There are much more in industry when it comes to making money. Distribution, logistics, finance, the list goes on. You hit the nail right in the head. Was that too far? No, that was excellent, Sensei. Sometimes the president needs someone to tap on the brakes in her stead. However, I don't find myself in total opposition to her words. Surely, who would go into publishing for the money? Then Yakumo also? Who knows? And why would I critique a work for a president like that? Yes, it's as you expect. I'm in a related industry because I enjoy culture, and it's even better if I make money out of it. It's best if it's promoted well. Greedy and twisted, isn't she? That's who she is at her core. The sole subject. She wouldn't have acknowledged it if not for you, Sensei. After all, why would a twisted, immoral person find it so difficult to talk about this? using metaphors and euphemisms to get around it. Because she's talking about herself, of course. For instance, who never had a chance to stand in the ring, who was bitter about having all that motivation and none of the talent. Things to consider. Then, do you mean... Some things are better left to the imagination, Sensei. Don't say weird things, Sakane. You'll bring bad luck, and we might not get our very well-deserved payout. Yes, understood, President. I understand where the publishing department is coming from, but regardless of the motivations, lying is never okay. Huh? Lying? What do you... For example, calling Takane a princess, amongst other things. How'd you know? Did Takane... Reflect on your actions, President. You went too far with that. I'm still terribly embarrassed. Anyway, I'll sort things out for you. So your job is to end this business adventure here and now. Okay. Bad news, Sensei. There's just a task force students are coming your way. Oh boy. Oh, all good things must come to an end. The old library war. Oh boy. Huh? How did the Justice Task Force students find out? I have no idea. They must have found a lead somewhere. I was doing what you said and sticking with the Justice Task Force. So I contacted you as soon as it happened. Thank you, Kohara. You're the best, always. Really? Wait, this is no time to be happy. What do we do now, Sensei? Huh? Call Shimiko as well? Right, we'll need the library committee too. Alright, Sensei. Hurry. Hello, Kohara. What's going on? Bad news, Shimiko. What? That's really bad news. That's what I said. No, the situation is significantly worse than you imagine. Eh? There's no time to explain. I have to get to the old library right now. You stay hidden, Koharu, no matter what happens. Because, you see, the Justice Task Force and Yui are diametrically opposed. Huh? Why should I? You'll just be caught in the crossfire between the two of the old library. In the worst case, you could be mistaken for one of our contraband sellers. You understand? Until everything is over, you have to stay as far away from this case as possible. Caught in a crossfire? Contraband? Yeah, that does make sense. No, none of that matters. I have to go. Because that's the right thing to do. Sensei, what's happening? Yoi, thank goodness. Listen to me, right now. More people? Seriously? Whoever that is, I need to go give them a piece of my mind. No, what I'm trying to say is... Are you there, President Kazaki Yui? This is Mashiro from the Justice Task Force. The Justice Task Force? Why? Hello, President Yui. It's been a while. Why are you here? I've been here on a report. I've received information that the suspicious unauthorized books have arrived here. Unauthorized books? Your point being... Yes, for that reason, we ask for your cooperation on a comprehensive investigation of the library. What? Comprehensive what? No, stop. What are you trying to do? Comprehensive investigation? I mean right now, in this place? Comprehensive investigation of the library? Yes, that's 100% correct. So you want to abduct them, kidnap my children, every single one of them? Yes, well, if we find that to be necessary, yes. Who knows what we'll find? Is that an issue? That's why I'm requesting your cooperation. As long as you conduct yourself with justice, you'll have nothing to hide in. Shut your trap! You want to take my children in? Who do you think you are? Upon whose ground do you think you're treading right now? Mark every single one of my words and with the utmost care. Every one of my children you attempt to abduct, you so much try to lay a finger on my books, I'll break all of them. Your fingers, your hands, your wrists. Oh, you just threatened the Justice Task Force and attempted to impede justice. I can't tolerate such. That's my line. And I know those Tea Party illiterates are the ones behind all this anyway. Tea Party. It's conspiring, censoring authoritarians. I see right through you. This is the Tea Party's plan to finally absorb the old library. This investigation is just a pathetic front for your evil book-hating ways. No, it's not what I... Excuse me, we're here on official Justice Task Force business. That's right, if this is how you want to play it, we're not afraid to use force. Listen very carefully to me, each of you. I know I mean every single word I say. Not even a single page of my children will be carried out here without my permission. I'll not allow that to happen. In other words, if that's what you want to do, it'll be over my shattered halo. Understood. What I understand perfectly well is that the President Yui has no desire to cooperate. I also understand that President Kozeki Yui is presenting a clear hostility and as a threat towards the Tea Party's order and the Justice Task Force. The Justice Task Force will not proceed with the unavoidable execution of justice. Oh yeah? Sure. Well, it's been a while. Fine. Try to take my children from me. Oh boy. Challenge accepted! Stop! Nobody move! Shimiko? Sensei? Everyone please, this is simply a severe misunderstanding amongst friends. This can be sorted out without violence. Is that so? Sensei, Shimiko, is everyone alright? Koharu, what are you... Didn't I warn you to keep yourself safe? But I can't do that. What's wrong? What's wrong is wrong no matter what. More importantly, why do you pests just keep coming? This isn't your common room. And Shimiko, you betrayed me. I did suspect an informant, but to think it was you. Trust really is a limited resource these days. Ugh, Shimiko! Yui, you should exercise even a moment of self-restraint. And what's this nonsense? An informant? When you have no idea what I've gone through? Moreover, stop shooting people! Just how many more incidents am I gonna have to clean up on your behalf? No, I was just... Not a word! Oh god, just beating her up. Lord. Don't make Shimiko mad. Oh, while the scene has been flipped on its head, we still need to fulfill our direct objective. We received intel that the unauthorized books are being stored here. And now I'm almost certain they must be. It cannot allow the circulation of unauthorized material in Trinity. Yes, I agree with that statement. I'm not trying to stop you. However, I do have something to... I'm sorry, everyone. Didn't I tell you to hide? Ma'am? Yes, you did, but this isn't right. This is all our fault. We're so grateful for the help we've received, but I cannot turn a blind eye on causing conflict among comrades. Now, come out, President. You have to speak your piece. Ah, fiddlesticks. I was hoping to sneak out like I was never here. President? I'm sorry. Hello, Trinity. We're from Red Winter's Publishing Department. Publishing? Department? That's right. First, I should explain why this happened and why we decided to do this. To tell you the truth, that's... So, to summarize, in an effort to help the starving Knowledge Liberation Front students, you came all the way to Trinity in hopes of helping them by securing a new distribution channel? Well, rather than helping them, well, it's more about the money. President! Sorry. Well, in some ways, well, nothing nobody winner sees the light of day. I did think it'd be nice for people from another school to experience their culture. Also, the plot lines in that book have been reused in Red Winter, so there was no demand for it. And thankfully, more than a few Trinity students seem to like it. That is definitely true. That's why we at the Justice Task Force had to start tracking down the books as a collaborative operation with the Library Committee. The thing, Trinity students were helping the Red Winter Publishing Department. Now I understand why we were running into so many brick walls. Is that what was happening, Shimiko? Yes, President. Please look up every once in a while and see what's going on outside this library. It should have been your responsibility, not mine. No, that's too cruel a punishment for me. Anyway, I think culture is meant to be shared. Culture that stagnates will eventually hold people down. But it doesn't make money. Of course, we didn't initially come to Trinity with such grand ideas in mind. Seeing how much Trinity students enjoyed our books put me in a reflective mood, I suppose. Huh? Is that really the case, President? Let me put it this Let me put it this way. Some things are better left unsaid. Using my words against me. The present title isn't just for show, you know. Regardless of the situation, however, these books are still considered contraband. Can't the library committee authorize them? The library committee? Yes, the library committee manages the circulation of books distributed throughout the eternity. If we were to officially authenticate the publishing department's books, they would no longer be considered contraband. Naturally, we would need to make some adjustments to adhere to the Trinity's guidelines. I did figure, you know, our toned-down version was a little tense. One could absolutely have surmised. Isn't following school procedures its own kind of justice? That is a new perspective. Thank you for broadening my horizons. Even here, where justice was nearly dismantled, we were able to reestablish it with the procedures. I'm truly impressed, Sensei. Thank you. Yep, I'm glad that made sense to you. Come to think of it, what was your opinion on the book, President? Huh? Why me? Well, I assume you read it already. How do you know? Just how long have we worked together? I can't hide anything from you. Well, it was a good book, in my opinion. The publishing department has a certain earnestness that is woven into the story. It's easy to feel the passion that went into their work. These days, most books are browbeating slop that utterly destroy the dignity of the written word. I could never forgive an author who has sold their soul, and I don't believe this book does that. So, the final verdict? It's fine. And the content poses no issue to me. However, I'm only one person. Do what you think is best, Shimiko. Understood. Thank you, Library Committee. And that's what I will report for this case. I'll come with you. I'll tag along as well, since I'm sure the president doesn't wish to. I'm not going. She's like me, I don't want to go anywhere too. But there's no need for you two to... Never mind. Thank you for your cooperation to the end. After all, this mission was intended to be a collaboration between the Justice Task Force, the Library Committee, and Sensei from the beginning. I'm glad things worked out, everyone. And let us all read the book now, not authorized by the Library Committee. Yes, we want to see too. Wait, is this... Uh-oh. This is quite... Oh boy. Yeah! Death penalty! It's fucking H manga, I swear. I swear it's H manga. So, President Shirino, this is the cultural exchange agreement between Trinity and Red Winter we have proposed. This agreement has been agreed upon by unauthorized by Shell Sensei and Trinity's Library Committee. The Tea Party supports the rest of their actions, on the condition that no books or culture will be distributed in Trinity without prior agreement. I'm sure this proposal will be agreeable to you. After all, in the words of your own Yakumo, culture must flow. Oh, this is troublesome. Mostly because the publishing department just went ahead and did whatever. Wait, did you say Shell Sensei? As in comrade? I see. In that case, Shell shall stand in as the official representative of Red Winter for this case. Me? Comrade! So you wish for Shell and therefore Sensei negotiate on your behalf? Yes, consider Sensei's word Red Winter's word, but only for this case. More importantly, I have to go on to an appointment that I cannot miss. It must be quite important. Yes, a nap! A nap? It must be when we're ignorant of some sorts. It really isn't. And since Shell will be the Red Winter's representing this cultural exchange? Could it be? If something goes wrong with the agreement, Shell, as the representative of Red Winter, will have to take some responsibility, which will in turn force Trinity to be at odds against Shell. And the entire false of this agreement could sour Sensei's opinion towards Trinity, whether in a political or an emotional sense. Red Winter is subtly and passively keeping Trinity in check, without so much as dirtying our pinky finger. This is Red Winter's political savvy. President Trina, wait! What's wrong, Nagisa? You look unwell. No, not at all, of course. Yes, we meet your expectations and more in this endeavor, Sensei. Are we done yet? Nagi, I'm so bored. Mika, Sensei's here. Show some manners. Right. Sorry, Sensei. I can do whatever I want. You're the best, Sensei. I like you. You know that, right? You know that, right? Please allow me to greet you once more, members of the Tea Party. I must extend my warmest thanks for your generosity. Hello, Publishing Department. It's a pleasure to meet you in an official capacity. From Trinity's perspective, we hope that this incident can be the springboard from the beginning of a strong and fruitful relationship with Red Winter. Please feel free to continue providing Trinity with their excellent literature. Yes, thank you, ma'am. I'm honored to have the opportunity to meet your expectations. Hey, Yakumo, was it? Nice to meet you. I'm Mika from the Tea Party. Do you think we could talk real quick? Us two? Hello, Aramaki Yakumo. This is one of the 3 members of the Tea Party. It's like I'm standing in front of the Trinity's equivalent of President Shirino. Although, not exactly. If it were her, I'd have much better control of the situation. I read the book you brought. I just want to say thanks. Yes. Oh, and, well, this is totally just my opinion, okay? It's just, the main character reminded me of Sensei a bit. That's really what drew me in. So this is a personal request, or maybe just my hope. But I was thinking if there was a way you could change the Protector's design a little, that would really add to the story. Huh? Oh. Thank you for your excellent feedback, Mika. I love your suggestion, but I'll need a few more details to make it happen. What kind of changes were you thinking? Really? Yay! So for example, maybe her hair could be more pink. Oh, and a little wavy. That'd be really cute. She's a little playful and people call her clumsy. But when push comes to shove, she gets it done. Someone who cheers everyone up. And she could even have a little bun on the side. It's okay to cut that one out if you have to. Her favorite food is jumbo parfait. And she loves BB cream and I don't know what the fuck that is. The Simula, the Beyond Perfume. Oh, no more roll cakes though. Bad enough. Anyway, what do you think? Yes, I can picture it perfectly. That is, I can picture a brand new book. To be honest, if you want to make your idea happen, we'll have to start from scratch. Oh, I see. In that process, it'll become a book that's all yours, just for Misono Mika. A book just for me? My gosh, yes, that'd be amazing! Yes, for some of your stats, it's really the only viable solution. However, every solution has the potential to bring new problems. What do you mean? You see, due to the nature of publishing, it's impossible to escape the economies of scale. Producing for a few elites rather than the masses drives up the costs. Especially a custom piece like this. To write a book featured for one person, why it's so rare I don't think that there's any precedent. It'd be difficult to name a price. To be completely frank, it's an expensive endeavor. How much? Would this be enough? Huh? What? Even I have morals, okay? Even half of this would be enough. How much did she write down? Were you just teasing me when I said it would be expensive? I was nervous for nothing. Alright, in that case. Mika dear. Yes, Nagi. Do I sure need to spell everything out for you every time? Fine, you're a big meanie face, Nagi. Should put to spend her damn fortune on this damn book. Thank you for all your hard work, publishing department. The gratitude is all ours. We never meant to cause such trouble for the library committee and task force. Yes, but you have brought good change. I've noticed more members visiting libraries of late. And thanks to your book, the overall interest in reading has increased as well. That's true for me as well. I've begun reading books and topics other than root justice and old idioms. Yes, but please do make sure everyone returns their books on time. Yes, ma'am. Of course. And, Takane? Yes, Mashiro? The story is still unfinished, correct? Yes, that is true. If you wouldn't mind contacting me when the next volume is out. Did you enjoy it? A lot. Of course, anyone who loves stories is a comrade of mine. Yes, I don't know what this means, but I was asked to deliver this message by a group of Trinity students. Please release a collection of critical essays by the Princess of Red Winter. I will think on it. Thank you, Takane. I look forward to working together. Presidents! What is it, Takane? Do not attempt to play dumb with me. You heard that. Now, how do you plan to take responsibility for this? You see, it's all in the name of the marketing. That excuse only works so many times. Oh boy. Everybody loves it. It's an H manga, I swear. You're satisfied, Yakumo? Quite. I'm happy to hear that, but I'll be keeping a much closer eye on you from now on. Fiddlesticks. Why? Huh? Because I understand these things too well? For example, I know the way of the contract, and I'm someone who's willing to put aside her pride for business. Yes, that's a great skill and very admirable when used for good, but it makes crossing the line too easy, and I can only do so much. I know. I've gained a reputation for being rather shady, haven't I? I'll admit to that much. As for you keeping an eye on me, I'll choose to interpret that as your insatiable curiosity, meaning revel in it. If you tone down the smooth talking, I might find you more palatable, you know. Precisely what I've been trying to say, since they had no such intention of what they said. You know, without their intervention, this fiasco. Excellent work, Sensei. I'm sincerely grateful. I only managed it with your help, Takane. Thank you for seeing it that way. If I had known this would be the end result regardless, I would have simply contacted Sensei from the start. Now that I think about it, why didn't you, President? This seems like an uncharacteristic oversight on your part. Ah, well, I did consider it, but... but? I didn't want to get in trouble. President! Yakumo! Oh boy. Well... well... The weather is nice today, as always. That was a funny event. I swear it's an H manga. It's gotta be. They wouldn't have reacted that way if it was anything otherwise. Oh god, that was a good event though. Fuck me. All right. That's gonna be for this. No idea when the next batch of stories is gonna come out, so we'll just see what happens. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Later.